In the quiet town of Murphy, North Carolina, a chilling discovery has shaken the community to its core. A mother, Genevieve Ellen Springer, faces charges in a case that's as heartbreaking as it is mystifying: the death of her 4-year-old twin sons. This video unpacks the layers of this tragic event, exploring the details of the case, the ongoing investigation, and the outpouring of grief and shock reverberating through the community. What led to this unspeakable tragedy, and what can we learn from the loss that is so profound? Stay with us as we delve into the story of a family shattered, a community in mourning, and a case that has captured the attention of all who advocate for the innocence and safety of children. As we explore this heart-wrenching story, we'll examine the timeline of events, the responses from law enforcement, and the community's call for justice and safety. The loss of 2 young lives has ignited a conversation about responsibility, prevention, and how such tragedies might be averted in the future. This case not only touches the heart of Murphy, but also challenges us to reflect on the safeguards we have in place for our most vulnerable. Join us as we seek to understand the circumstances that led to this devastating outcome and how it might inform our collective efforts to protect children and prevent future tragedies. In the serene landscapes of Murphy, North Carolina, the Springer family once painted a picture of normalcy and familial warmth. Genevieve Ellen Springer, a mother deeply entwined in the fabric of her twin sons' lives, now stands at the heart of a tragic narrative that has culminated in an unimaginable loss. Her 4-year-old twins, known for their vibrant spirits and infectious laughter, were the center of her world, embodying the joy and innocence of early childhood. The twins, with their identical smiles and boundless energy, were beloved in their community. Friends, neighbors, and family members often spoke of the twins' playful antics and the happiness they brought to every gathering. Genevieve, a mother known for her attentive and caring nature, appeared to share an unbreakable bond with her sons. Her social media profiles, once filled with joyful snapshots and proud parental updates, tell a story of deep affection and maternal pride. However, beneath the surface of family outings and birthday party photos, there were complexities and challenges known only to those within the family's inner circle. The dynamics of Genevieve's relationship with her children, while outwardly loving, may have been strained by factors not visible to the outside world. The family's history, including Genevieve's own upbringing, her relationship with the twins' father, and the nuances of their co-parenting arrangements, all played a role in shaping the environment in which the twins were growing up. In the wake of the tragedy, those who knew the family are left grappling with questions. How could a mother, so seemingly devoted, become embroiled in a scenario as horrifying as the one now unfolding? What were the underlying stresses and strains that might have contributed to a situation so dire? This segment of our story seeks not only to recount the events, but to explore the deeper narrative of a family's journey, the bonds between a mother and her children, and the societal and personal pressures that can sometimes lead to unthinkable outcomes. In the days preceding the heartbreaking discovery, the Springer household appeared to maintain its usual routine, albeit with underlying tensions that were imperceptible to outsiders. The twins, full of life and joy, were last seen in good spirits, their laughter echoing through the family home, a stark contrast to the silence that would soon envelop their residence. The sequence of events began to unfold when the father, estranged from Genevieve Springer, arrived at her home to exercise his visitation rights. Expecting to greet his sons with the usual warmth and excitement, he was instead met with a scenario that would become every parent's worst nightmare. The house, usually bustling with the twins' energy, was ominously quiet. After receiving no response to his knocks and calls, a sinking feeling of dread led him to enter the home, where he discovered the unimaginable: his twin sons, lifeless. Authorities were alerted immediately, and the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, alongside emergency services, responded to the distressing scene. The initial investigation revealed no immediate signs of how the tragedy had occurred, leaving more questions than answers in the early hours of the probe. The community was stunned, the news of the twins' deaths sending shockwaves through Murphy and beyond. Genevieve Springer, the twins' mother, was not present at the home. Instead, she was found in a Georgia hospital under circumstances that were initially unclear. Her hospitalization added another layer of complexity to the unfolding investigation. Upon her release, she was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, a development that deepened the mystery and intensified the quest for understanding. The days leading up to the discovery were pieced together through interviews, neighborhood canvassing, and examination of the family's recent history. Friends and family members recounted their last interactions with the twins, their vibrant presence at school, and their seemingly normal activities. Yet, beneath the routine, there were unseen dynamics, private struggles, and potential clues that investigators hoped would shed light on the events leading to the twins' tragic end. As the community grappled with grief, law enforcement officials worked tirelessly to construct a timeline, gather evidence, and unravel the circumstances that led to the loss of two young lives. The heart of their investigation centered on understanding the sequence of events in the Springer home, the mother's actions and whereabouts, and the broader context that might explain the incomprehensible outcome. The investigation into the tragic deaths of Genevieve Springer's twin sons has been a complex endeavor, marked by a meticulous police response and a community on edge. Upon the grim discovery by the father, law enforcement swiftly mobilized, cordoning off the scene and initiating a thorough forensic examination. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, alongside forensic experts, delved into the minutiae of the case, collecting evidence, conducting interviews, and piecing together the events leading to the twins' untimely demise. The initial focus was on determining the cause of death, a critical piece of the puzzle that remained elusive in the early stages. Autopsies were promptly conducted, with investigators hoping that the findings would offer definitive answers and guide the trajectory of their inquiry. As the community awaited these results, speculation and concern grew, casting a pall over the town of Murphy. Genevieve Springer's arrest in Georgia added a significant dimension to the case. Charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, her connection to the tragedy became the investigation's focal point. The nature of her hospitalization prior to the arrest, the circumstances leading to her being charged, and her subsequent extradition to North Carolina were all elements that investigators had to navigate carefully, ensuring the integrity of the legal process while grappling with a case that had drawn significant public attention. Details of the investigation have been closely guarded, with authorities releasing information judiciously to preserve the judicial process and respect the grieving family. However, the charges against Springer have raised profound questions about motive, mental health, and the events that transpired in the lead-up to the tragedy. The community and the nation watch closely as law enforcement works tirelessly to uncover the truth and ensure justice for the young victims. The ripple effects of this tragedy have been deeply felt throughout Murphy and beyond, with the community struggling to come to terms with the enormity of the loss. Vigils have been organized, with residents coming together to mourn the twins and offer support to one another in this time of collective grief. Local churches have opened their doors for counseling sessions, providing a space for individuals to seek comfort and solace. Law enforcement and community leaders have been at the forefront, addressing the public's need for answers while calling for unity and resilience. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office has been particularly vocal, urging the community to focus on remembering the twins and reinforcing the importance of safeguarding all children. The outpouring of emotion from the community has been a testament to the impact of the tragedy, with many advocating for increased awareness around child safety and the responsibilities of parenthood. The local response has also been characterized by an outpouring of gratitude towards the first responders and investigators whose difficult task of confronting such heartbreak has not gone unnoticed. Fundraisers and charity events are in the planning stages, aimed at supporting the twins' family and reinforcing the community's commitment to preventing such tragedies in the future. This harrowing incident transcends the immediate heartbreak, prompting a broader reflection on child safety, the mechanisms of our justice system, and the ways communities respond to and recover from such profound losses. It challenges us to consider the vulnerabilities within our societal structures, the importance of mental health support, and the vigilance needed to protect the most innocent among us. As this investigation continues, it serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the imperative to cherish and safeguard our children. This tragedy also underscores the necessity for a robust and fair legal process, one that can navigate the complexities of such heartbreaking cases with justice and sensitivity. We conclude this segment with a call to action for our viewers: to engage with your communities, support child protection initiatives, and remain vigilant in the collective endeavor to ensure the safety and well-being of all children. Let us honor the memory of these young souls by strengthening our resolve to protect, nurture, and value every child's life.